The following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
For a decade and a half, the Washington Bullets have been synonymous with losing basketball. But optimism is now authentic on the Beltway as the Bullets have drafted well and traded wisely in building a promising young team. Today, they host the hottest team in basketball as Michael and company come calling for their 8th straight win. On the day America celebrates the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King, the Bulls and Bullets meet in the nation's capital next. U.S. Air Arena filling up on a holiday afternoon in the area of our nation's capital, just north of Washington, D.C. The Chicago Bulls put the NBA's best record on the line against the improving Washington Bullets. Hi, everybody. I'm Wayne Larrabee. Welcome to Bulls basketball and a special holiday matinee edition. The Bulls and the Washington Bullets. The Bulls on a 7-game winning streak. Washington, an improving young team. At 18-17, they're up to 3rd place in the Atlantic Division of the NBA. As always, my partner, Johnny Red Curran. Red, let's go back to Saturday night, that 3rd quarter in Philadelphia. Put it in a time capsule. Let's send this thing out to the outer space.
Well, you're right, Wayne. And if you were if somebody requested a clinic tape, all you had to do was send them that 3rd quarter. They were magnificent in the 3rd quarter. Look at some of the statistics. The Bulls had 44 points. Jordan had 17. They shot 68% from the field, 4 for 5 from three-point lane, and scored on 21 of 25 possessions, which gave us a chance to talk to Phil Jackson before the game. We said, hey, Coach, does this bother your rotation, or what do you do with your starters?
Well, you know what happens in the coaching staff is, you're saying, okay, let's get a rhythm for our team. Some guys need to come out at the 8-minute mark. We need some bench guys to come in, give us some help, rotate our lineup so that they can come back in the 4th quarter, have a fresh Pippen and Jordan. You'll have the access to Luke in the 4th quarter. And when you see a blowout like that starting to develop, you just say let them roll them over, because the starters are going to be out at the end of the 3rd quarter, and you can give the 4th quarter to the guys off the bench, and that's truly a luxury when you have a 4th period like that.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a luxury when you have a player like Michael Jordan. Saturday night in Philadelphia, he presented the whole package to a North Carolina alum, didn't he?
You know, in business, it's called net, net, net. That's the bottom line. We'll take a look at Michael in action in Philadelphia. Here he is over Jerry Stackhouse. He goes up for the shot. Nothing but net. He'll take Jerry Stackhouse again, take him to the hole, and pull up for the quick jumper. Nothing but net. Now, that doesn't work. They put a little quicker guy, smaller guy, goes around Trevor Ruffin. He goes over the top of him. Net, net, and more net.
Absolutely. And the net of Jordan of late. 56% from the field, even better from the arc. For the season, Michael shooting over 50%. This is a guy that takes a lot of shots and a lot of tough shots over the course of a ball game. No question about it. Now, the Washington Bullets. This is a team that we feel is one of the better young teams in the Eastern Conference, but today they come in injury-scarred.
Yes, John Nash has done a nice job putting this team together, but they've got 4 players that'll miss today's game. 2 of them are on the injured list, and that's Chaney with 14 points, Robert Pack 18, and Chris Webber way up there with 23, over 23 points a game. Mark Price, who hurt his foot the other day, with 6. That's 4 players out.
Absolutely, and 3 of them starters, as you mentioned. So, the Washington shutdown, but a couple of guys who will be going to work here today, this holiday afternoon. Juwan Howard out of Chicago and Michigan, and George Murison.
Juwan Howard is a fine forward. He will play in the shadow of Webber when Webber comes back, but he's a good one. Georgie Murison, when you look at him, you got to look up, up, and up.
The tallest player in the history of the NBA. The Bulls and the Washington Bullets coming up. Starting lineups, opening tip. Good to have you with us. We'll be back on WGN. Game. The Bulls begin up front with Scottie Pippen.
Oh, yesterday Scottie had a patch over his eye, had an abrasion in that game in Philly. He looks okay today.
Dennis Rodman, the compliment up front.
Yes, Dennis has led this team in 19 of 21 games and the leading rebounder.
In the middle, Luke Longley will have a challenge here this afternoon.
7'2", but he's going to give up 5 inches to his opponent.
Yeah, he'll look small out there, won't he? Ron Harper in the backcourt.
Well, he's in double figures 3 out of the last 4 games. Nice job by Harp.
And rounding out the starting quintet, Michael Jordan.
He also, with the 48 points, went over the 23,000 mark for his career.
Head coach of the Chicago Bulls, Phil Jackson, who overall has won 71% of his games in his career with the Bulls, 7 years strong. For the Washington Bullets, Juwan Howard, the youngster out of Michigan. And, of course, he was a youngster in Chicago. And
Yes, Chicago Vocational High School, Michigan. He's done a great job. 4 games in a row now with 20 points or more.
the rookie, Rasheed Wallace, another North Carolina rookie.
You know, he's the ACC leader in history in field goal percentage at .635.
Georgie Murison in the middle. We spoke of him in the pregame.
Yes, if he took Luke to the movies, Luke could get in for half price.
And Liddell Eccles in the backcourt. I hadn't thought about it that way.
Well, don't look to this guy for many assists tonight. He's going to come out shooting.
And rounding it out, Brent Price. Not Mark, but Brent, his younger brother.
That's right. He's got a brother, Mark, and it's nice to play with your brother, but he won't get a chance tonight. Mark's hurt.
So the lineups, Jimmy Lynam, fine coach here in his second year with the Washington Bullets, 39-78 with the Bullets team overall at 9 seasons as a head coach. He's the second winningest coach in 76ers history. There's the series rundown. It was 2-2 last year. The Bulls lost the first 2 games of the series and came back to win the last 2. The officials for tonight's game, Joe Crawford, Jim Clark, and Leroy Richardson. And as I mentioned, this arena will be sold out by the time everybody gets in.
I mentioned giving up 5 inches. Luke giving up 5 inches tonight. He's 7'2". This guy's 7'7". That's the way Muggsy Bogues feels every game.
Yes. to the guy he's playing in the backcourt.
Right.
You take, what is Muggsy, 5'3"?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
And he's playing guys who are on average 6'3" or thereabouts?
Oh, they have to try to play him, too.
Yeah, that's true. On the other end, there is that.
Oh, here we go. It's official. Getting ready to start now.
I think so. So Michael Jordan and the Bulls in their new road uniforms, solid black, red pinstripes, red numbers, white trim. Washington in the home uniforms. It'll be Rasheed Wallace on the tap with Luke Longley. Joey Crawford has it set to go. And we're underway. Bulls control. Bulls leading the NBA in points per game at better than 107 points per ball game. 10 to go on the shot clock. This is the first possession of the contest. Jordan for 3. Harris on the rebound. Brent Price sets the floor for the Bullets. They try to spring Wallace to the post, and we've got a foul coming up.
Ronnie Harper with the touch foul picks up the first one.
So the Bullets will inbound with a fresh 24. Juwan Howard to the outside for 2. Howard comes in averaging 20.5 points a ball game, developing into a fine pro. Of course, his Michigan running mate Chris Webber is a big part of this franchise now. Injured today, will not see action. Michael Jordan hits on his second attempt from the floor. So we're tied at 2 in the early going. Price to Rasheed Wallace, a double down from Michael Jordan. Good ball movement. Liddell Eccles wide open for 3. Jordan has position for the rebound, and the Bulls on the move. Scottie Pippen.
There's the Murison in the middle there. He's caught between.
Yeah, they didn't call it though.
Luke, yep.
We were looking for an illegal defense, and it certainly was. Jordan from the outside for 3.
Michael with 5 quick points here. He was 5 out of 7, wasn't he, in Philly from 3?
Yes, he was.
Wow.
Jordan overall 18 to 28 is Philadelphia. Murison, the hook shot over Longley. And stolen away by Price, but we've got a foul coming up. It's on George Murison, his first on the team. Just the start of things here in Landover. Bulls leading by a point. Bill Jackson and company. Team will be heading home this evening. Michael on the drive. Pass at the bottom of the backboard, and Brent Price comes up with it. Pippen takes it right back.
He went to his shoot over Price if he's alone.
Scottie in on Murison. Scottie wanted a foul. No foul. No call. Brent Price pulls up for 3. Ring it up.
Well, Muraside causes all kinds of problems just by standing there and stretching his arms out.
Harper to Luke Longley on the reverse. And again, Luke had to go to the reverse to avoid Muraside. Brent Price pulls up again for three. Ring that. Second in a row for Price. Harper looking to get it back for the Bulls. Muraside got a piece of that. It should be Bulls ball. The officials, two officials were undecided, and the third official, Leroy Richardson, said Washington ball. I thought Muraside partially blocked that. Brent Price bumped by Michael Jordan. Michael picked up his first personal second on the team.
The Bulls try to do that. If somebody takes a three on them, they come back and they try to get the three right back.
They answered almost every tray by the Sixers the other night with a three-pointer of their own on the very next possession, as you point out. Muraside over Longley, and Luke took him down in the foul call. His first and the third of the team.
Georgie shakes his head like you can't stop me. He's trying to shoot over the top of him. He'll shoot a couple free throws with.
Jim Lynam on the bench, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers for several seasons, but now the head coach here in Washington. Given charge under John Nash, the general manager of developing this young franchise.
Run the basket, and you jump back into it.
I found that interesting, Red. He's the second all-time winningest coach in Philadelphia 76er history.
I would be sure of that, yeah.
Billy Cunningham, the winningest. Bulls are trailing by 4. We are first quarter. Now they call the illegal defense. Again, it's on Muraside. What the Bulls are doing, Red, they're pulling Luke Longley out of the perimeter and asking Muraside to go out there. And if he doesn't, it's an illegal defense. So that's the first illegal defense call on the Bullets. Pippen on the drive. Blocked from behind by Muraside. Scotty gets it back, and off the fake, Pippen banks it home. 2-point lead for the Bullets. Price now draws the attention of Jordan after a couple of three-pointers. Rodman and Howard on a battle royale on the block. Howard with it against Dennis. No help, now some help from Jordan. Pass is stolen by Harper. He was bumped by Price, and Price picks up his first personal foul, second on the team.
Show the effect, the defense of Muraside. Here Pip comes on all the way in, gets the shot blocked, but then quickly goes up and glances it off the glass and in.
Bulls are 4 of 8 from the field. Bullets have started out hot, 4 out of 5. Michael the pull-up for 2. Missed his first. He's made 3 in a row.
He's hurting there. I don't know what's happening. He's hurting.
Brent Price around a screen by Muraside for 3. Bring it up.
He just went out, and he's doing the brother act. He looks like Mark Price.
Brent Price with 3 trays, and the Bullets enjoy the 3-point lead. Harper finds Longley up high. Luke connecting on a second from the field. He has 4. Juwan Howard quickly to the attack. Bulls trail by 1. Howard, Rodman got a piece of it. Pippen Price lose the rebound. Bulls on the run. They've got numbers. Michael. Got a whistle that stops the action now, and Brent Price apparently did not have position, or did he?
Good shot.
It's on Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah. Michael, did he take a 3 on that? Did he get 3 free throws? Let's see if he gets 3 free throws.
He should.
He does.
He's shooting 3. I thought they had a foul away from the ball. Brent Price trying to take a charge, but Michael Jordan at the line makes his first, and he'll have 2 more. Game is tied at 14. Michael with 9 points. He's only missed 1 shot of any kind, right?
Yeah, he and Price with 9 apiece.
So Jordan cashes in at the line. He has 10 points. Pressure in the backcourt now by the Bulls.
He does get it in.
Brent Price now sets the floor for Washington. He wants Murison in close, slapped away by Longley and Rodman. Picked up by Howard. 8 to go on the shot clock. Howard finds Brent Price. Up over the backboard, it'll belong to the Bulls. Got a timeout on the floor. Washington takes a break. Jimmy Lynam's team is off to a pretty good start. They trail by just 2. Fred Kerr on a rare Monday matinee of NBA basketball. The Bulls leading by 2 in the early going. Dennis Rodman on the perimeter. Rasheed Wallace gave him plenty of room. Now Michael on the block.
3 seconds, 3 seconds.
Juwan Howard cleans the board. Brent Price, 3 out of 4 from the field. 3 3-pointers. Howard, that by Scottie Pippen, picked up by Rodman. Jordan and Rodman knocked the ball out of bounds.
The reason Rodman doesn't get more rebounds with the Bulls is he's got Scottie and Michael to contend with. Michael's been in double figures the last 2 games with over 10 each game.
Liddell Eccles hit the side of the backboard there. Scottie Pippen on the roll. $25 from McDonald's to Charitables every time a Chicago Bulls slam dunks in the game like that.
Even if he runs with it. Watch Pip. 1, 2, 3, B was going to.
Oh my goodness. Jimmy Lynam
Got it technical on a play, so Michael will shoot it.
Watch this. 1, 2.
You know what? Well, we've seen Michael dunk from the free throw line, but now that Pip went from the 3-point line. Mike with the free throw. It's at 11.
And Michael has the technical foul taken care of. Jimmy Lynam, the head coach of the Bullets, came all the way down the sidelines to argue that one. And left the coaching box or coaching area. Brent Price sets it up now. The Bulls leading by 5, their biggest lead of the afternoon. Murison in close. Travel.
Yep.
Oh, and is that inside the crowd?
That's it. All depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I'll tell you, Price looks like Brent Price. He dribbles the ball every hand check. Eccles is going to get upset with that one.
The Bullets getting very frustrated now with some of the calls they're getting here. Here is Jimmy. Bulls put together quite a run here in the last almost 3 minutes. Michael for 3. Juwan Howard the rebound. Under 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Eccles, nice change of direction there. Three-point Chicago lead. Pippen coming right back. Draws contact from the rookie Rasheed Wallace. Excellent move by Pippen.
Good screen by Luke. He just stood up there and they ran Juwan Howard right into him. Watch this. I watch Lucas just standing there and watch this. Boom, what a screen he does. And then he gives the fake and Wallace tries to block it, picks up his second foul.
Scottie connecting on his first. He's 67% now at the free throw line.
I'd like to say hello to their moms. Fish and Matt are here from Deerfield. Fishman.
Pitt puts in on a pair. He has 6 points. Pressure in the backcourt again. Brent Price says, I've got it. We get it across here and we'll set up the offense. Murison, a big screen. Price finds Wallace, the back end of the play. Harper sets it up for Chicago. Bulls lead by 5. Michael, great ball!
He went and split Liddell Eccles and Murison and just power slammed it down. Michael's got 13 in the first quarter here.
Biggest lead of the afternoon. 23-16. Price gets the step on the drive. Kept on the reverse.
What a performance by that young man, too.
The 11 points. Pippen right back.
Pip with the save.
Jordan for 3. Ring it up.
Michael on a roll here. 16 first quarter points. He's got 16. The Bullets have 18.
Is he closing in on a milestone? He seems like he's in a hurry to get his points today.
tough time here in shooting in this building.
Howard backing Rodman, and the foul called on Dennis.
Take a look at this drive now. He's going to come across, and then he's going to split these two players. He goes between Murison and Eccles and up over the top of Howard.
Georgie turned around and said, where'd he go?
Yeah.
Back live with the Bulls leading 26-18. Eccles backs off on the dribble. Wallace on the block. Scottie Pippen tries loose the rebound. Pippen in transition. Oh, Luke Longley unable to handle. He had an easy 2 down low. One thing you can do, you can beat George Murison down the floor. There's no question about that. He's not the quickest player, but his footwork is much better, especially offensively. Watch him here on the block. Nice touch. Didn't get that one to fall. Rodman trying to pry loose the rebound. Going to belong to Washington. Dennis a little frustrated. He head-butted the ball.
Yeah. He thought that he came over the top of him. Legler comes in. It gives him. The Bulls are going to take a timeout and talk about this as we look at a replay going out. He misses it, and up Dennis taps. He can't get it. Big Georgie. Ball goes off Dennis, and we got a timeout.
When you're 7-7, you don't worry about a vertical leap. Jordan off to an outstanding start, 16 points, 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Take a look at him in action here from the arc. His second three-pointer of the afternoon, and Michaels had some big numbers against Washington in his career, including one game down here in Landover.
You know, you and I were talking to Chip Schaefer during the timeout and said, what's the matter with Michael? He's limping a little bit. He said, yeah, he sprained his ankle backpedaling on a play earlier. It hasn't affected his takeoff.
No. Brent Price beats the big guy, Murison. Murison second from the field. He has 5 points. Tony Kukoc in the lineup now for the Bulls. Jordan for 3 again.
Yeah. Oh, man, is he on a roll, isn't he?
19 for Michael Jordan here this first quarter. 6 of 9 from the field.
Well, Brent Price might have irritated him.
I think so, by sticking a few three-point daggers himself here this first quarter. Bob McCann had the ball tipped away from behind by Kukoc. He recovers and hits on the hook. McCann working on a 10-day contract here with the Bullets to replace one of the many injured Washington players. Tony off the glass. Got a loose ball foul on Dennis Rodman on a push here. So Rodman picks up his second personal foul. It's the 5th on the team.
Did he get a rebound?
Dennis Rodman yet to get a rebound. But remember, in Philadelphia the other night, right?
He didn't have one, ended up with 16.
Yeah. Late in the first quarter, you asked that question, and then he ended up with 16 next time you look.
So,
he didn't play much in the fourth quarter.
Bob McCann will shoot 2 free throws here as the Bulls are in the penalty.
We mentioned in the open of the show here this afternoon that the Bullets have 4 people who are out with injuries here this afternoon, and thus they have contracted Michael Curry and Bob McCann, a couple of pickups who are working on 10-day contracts till they get some of their injured people back in uniform. There are a couple of the injured Bullets right there.
We'll give Michael a different guy to look at now. Mitchell Butler.
1 out of 2 for McCann, and Rodman's got his first rebound. Kukoc, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and Longley on the floor for the Bulls. Screen by Longley.
Get out of the way, Luke, or get him in there. You got Legler.
Yep, and that's what they do. They get it to Luke Longley, but it took a little bit too long.
I guess they called a
3-second violation. Had to be, right? Oh, traveling, I guess is what they initially called. I didn't see a signal from either official. Usually you see a play delay like that, it's usually a 3-second violation. Mitchell, Butler, Legler, McCann, Murison, and Howard in the ball game for the
offensive
Bullets.
foul. Nice play, and Juwan Howard, I think it was, coming across down low with the left arm. Take a look if we can see down low. Now watch him, Juwan Howard, with that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Good Good call, good play.
So Juwan Howard guilty of his first personal foul, and the Bulls reset. Rodman pitches to Pippen. Scotty finds Kukoc. Dennis the rebound. Good look, Longley. No foul, and now we get a whistle on the play.
A little bit slow, but they did get the call.
That was a delay call. Phil Jackson called that before Jim Clark did. Georgie picks up his second. So Luke will head to the line.
They'll come with Jim McElvain. Been a nice player for him here.
He has. Second-round draft choice out of Marquette. A lot of people up in the Chicagoland area. And played in the Great Midwest Conference. And now, of course, Marquette
blocks a lot of shots for this kid.
All-time leading shot blocker for Marquette. And, in fact, leads this club in blocked shots with 2 per game. There's George Virasan heading to the bench. So Longley off the mark on his first at the free throw line. Second up.
They gave him a warning. They just gave Robin Ficker a warning. The next one, he's gone. That's a warning. So they got the heckler behind the bench here that gives all kinds of problems. And Jimmy Clark just went over and said, I'm giving you a warning to security. Next one, you toss it. As long as he splits the free throw. He's got 5.
And the Bulls lead by 7.
Uh-oh, everybody went down. Offensive foul. Michael got out in front of Legler, and Leroy Richardson went down. But he held on to his whistle and made the call.
Tim Legler's first. Watch this now.
And Michael spreads out to take the offensive foul. Down he goes, down goes. He tripped over somebody in the audience.
Yeah, I think you're right. Watch this.
Ball boy.
Yep. Tripped over the ball boy. Leroy Richardson officiating's a contact sport.
Rodman sits down, Simpkins in for him.
Under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Longley with a spot-up jumper. He has 7 here in this first quarter.
The 3 players have scored for the Bulls, Pippen, Longley, and Jordan. He's got 32 in this quarter.
Mitchell Butler. Legler and Bears watching at the arc. Howard comes out to get it. 10 to go on the shot clock now. Howard looking to make a move on Dickie Simpkins. Rebound Jordan. Bulls started up. Pippen finds Dickie. Pass off the mark. It'll belong to the Bullets. Pass actually was there. I misspoke. Dickie should have had that pass. Mitchell Butler may have screened him a little bit, but that's a pass you got to make the catch on. Juwan Howard. Oh, nice move here. 4 for Howard. And the Bullets down by 7.
Bulls trying to up-tempo this game and get into their bench.
Michael backs off on the jumper. McElvain and McCann fight for the rebound, and McElvain gets the board. Juwan Howard in transition. Now he sets the floor. Mitchell Butler wants Howard on the block against Dickie Simpkins. Juwan Howard now struggling through the field, has missed his last couple, and here come the Bulls. Been off the mark. Tony Kukoc able to chase down. Half a minute to go. About a 3-second difference, shot clock to game clock.
They're going to go 2 for 1, but they get the rebound, so they'll just go now to their last position.
Pippen to Jordan for 3. Scotty had it stripped away from behind by Butler. McCann out of the backcourt, lost the handle. Mitchell Butler can't handle it. Juwan Howard does, and at the buzzer misses on the jumper. So kind of a helter-skelter first quarter, but Michael Jordan again, an outstanding period of work. 19 points on 6 of 11 from the field, and the Bulls lead 32-25. Wayne here this afternoon. Bulls wrapping up a brief 2-game sojourn to the East Coast. And a reminder, fans, that on Tuesday, January 16th, when the Bulls battle the Philadelphia 76ers at WMAQ Radio Umbrella Night, first 10,000 fans entering United Center receive a Bulls umbrella. Compliments of WMAQ Radio. Michael Jordan gets a break after a 19-point first quarter. Scottie Pippen is in with the second team. Steve Kerr, Bill Wennington, Tony Kukoc, and Dickie Simpkins on the floor. Juwan Howard in close off the glass.
Technical foul. Somebody got thrown to the floor. I didn't see who it was.
Technical fouls on Juwan Howard.
Yeah.
For some extracurricular trash talking following the drive.
I think it was. Now watch down low. Tony just gets knocked down, and they go for the basket, and he goes over the top of Bill Wennington. And he says something to the official. He raised both hands and hollered.
Yep. Steve Kerr will shoot the team. This Bullets team frustrated by some calls that they didn't get in the first quarter. And, you know, a young team like this oftentimes will let that take them out of the mindset. There is the free throw shooting. The Bulls enjoyed an advantage there. The shooting was exactly the same from the field. The Bulls had a rebounding edge as well in that first quarter. Bill Wennington trying to clear on the block. Scottie Pippen with the anticipatory pass, and Bill says, hey, Scottie, I should have had that. Pippen with some pressure in the backcourt. Mitchell Butler takes it across. The Bulls lead by 6, and Scottie reaching gets called for the foul. It is his first and the first on the team here in the second quarter.
Boy, Scottie looked bad getting out of that bus yesterday, didn't he, with that big patch over his eye? And
yeah, suffered an eye injury in Philadelphia.
A little abrasion on the...
McCann slapped away by Kukoc on the pass to Howard. Mitchell Butler clears down low. Beautiful move by Butler. First 2 points of the game for Butler, and the Chicago lead is down to 4. One of the points Bill Jackson made to us before the game, he wants to see his bench play some meaningful minutes. Game on the line. Wennington comes up short there. Well, these are meaningful minutes now. Juwan Howard and the Bullets closing in. Kerr picks off the deflection. Pippen pulls up for 3. Ring it up.
Boy, how many times has he done that? Coming down, bearing down on everybody and just ups with it. He's got 9. Bullets have, what, 4 threes in this game?
Scottie shooting 52% from the arc in the last 4 games. Juwan Howard against Tony Kukoc. Howard with another facial on Tony.
He had a couple tough passes.
Pass intended for Kerr. Steve let it go out of bounds because it was touched by the Bullets. Juwan Howard gets a break, and Liddell Eccles comes back on for Washington.
So they got some outside shooters. They got a small team in here now with McIlvain as the center. I think if Bill gets an opportunity on the outside for a shot, take a fake, and he can go right around McIlvain because he's going for the block shot every time.
Wennington spots up. Good play by Kerr that time. Kukoc has it rejected by McIlvain. Butler calls for a timeout, and he got it. 22nd timeout for Washington. Butler hustling on the play. Well, Steve Kerr did his job, penetrating into the lane, drew the defense, found Wennington wide open. Bill missed the shot, and then it was Tony Kukoc.
We talked about McIlvain being up with the block shots. Here's Tony. Tony goes up for the shot, and he gets it wiped out.
Jim McIlvain leads this team in block shots. Does an outstanding job in that category. Among the league leaders, he has 66 block shots this season. Murison has 65. The Bullets as a team are at block almost 6 shots per game.
I know Scottie's got 33 blocks, 1 for each game we played in.
Yes, indeed. High for the Bulls is Luke Longley with 40 in that category. Like Steve Kerr got tangled up with Legler there, and Kerr gets called for the foul. His first, second on the team.
Has the Bulls scored since Mike sat? Yeah, they got a free throw. And Pippen's 3.
Mitchell Butler had it tipped away from behind by Pippen. Simpkins the shot. In on Legler. Pippen with 11.
With the steal, he just guesses right. Not always a guess, though.
Not always a guess, right, in the hands. Very, very quick hands. And the long wingspan helps as well. Bob McCann working Dickie Simpkins. Scored in a foul.
Who is on the 10-day contract here?
5 points for McCann. You think they may extend that contract a little bit?
Bounce, bounce. He's going to go with the left hand. He's left-handed. He bounce. He takes that little hook over the top. Did they give that to Bill or did they give that to Dickey?
They gave it to Sidney. So Bob McCann at the free throw line. Simpkins the rebound. Tony Kukoc to Steve Kerr. Pippen over McIlvain. Scotty for 2. He has 13 points in the contest now. Pippen knocked it away and ran out of real estate on the sideline. But again, boy, you see the long wingspan and the quick hands for Scottie Pippen make him a lethal defender. Brent Price back in, and Mitchell Butler has a seat on the bench.
So now they've got 2 deep threats here in Price and Legler. Scotty's got Legler, and he likes to gamble. Let's see what happens here.
Bob McCann. Help coming from Wennington. Skip pass is deflected by Kerr, picked off by Scottie Pippen. Tony for 3.
Tony jumper back off vacation.
We haven't seen many of those from him of late. Tony's three-point shooting was down under 30% coming into this afternoon's game. Legler watched by Scottie Pippen. Kukoc the rebound.
Okay, now look down for Pip. Look for Pip down there. Got the smaller Legler on him.
Here we go. Yep.
What you look for, he's got 15.
And the Bulls now extend the advantage to 45-33. Pippen 4 for 4 shooting from the floor in the second quarter. Scotty with 9 points in the second quarter as Michael takes a break, and the Bulls extend their advantage to 12 points.
Here's Pip down on Legler, a little bit bigger man, defended by the smaller guy. Pip has been outstanding this quarter, 9 points, 4-4. Rest of the team, other shooting.
Liddell Eccles gets the baseline on the reverse. He has 4. Michael Jordan back on the floor for the Bulls as Pip takes a rest. Looks like a foul coming up here on Brent Price. No, on Liddell Eccles. Second on Eccles. It's only the first on the team. Under 8 minutes to go in this first half. Michael stacking Eccles to the familiar fadeaway. Jump ball, no foul. George Murison got all ball.
Big Georgie goes up. Tony and Dickey keep tapping the ball around. Then it goes up in the air, and it's a jump ball. Good call. Georgie went up quick. 34 was the violation. Who was 34?
Well, 34, the only 34 on the floor is the Bulls' Bill Wennington.
That's the other, as you got it right. Violation was on him.
Joey Crawford just signaled the wrong way, that's all. Okay. So the violation on Bill Wennington. So the Bullets, who trail by King. Set up shot. Murison. Wennington has him off his mark a little bit, but Georgie nonetheless with that long reach. Man, you talk about a wingspan.
You know what's funny? Bill Wennington's 7 foot, and I think he might be too small to play George Murison.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know what the stat is on George Murison, or what the fact is on him. Kerr, nicely done. Put a lot of air into that shot. Steve Kerr. George Murison, his parents are both under 6 feet. His father is 5'9". His mother died of cancer just before he started his rookie season with the Bullets, was 5'7". Murison down low, and I believe it was Simpkins who caught him on the foul.
So his parents are very small, eh?
Yeah.
Small wonder. Look at this. tallest players in NBA history. There's George Murison. They had Manute Bol here also at 7'7", and now Sean Bradley at 7'6". Well, what about a little guy? Muggsy Bogues,
How about that?
5'3".
George makes good on his first to the free throw line, 61% from the free throw line. We talked about wingspans with Scottie Pippen, and for him, he has, for his size, he has a tremendous wingspan. Dennis Rodman back into the lineup. George Murison's wingspan, Redwood, he puts his arms out about the size of a 747 wing to wing. He is 7 feet 10.5 inches on that wingspan. 1 out of 2 for Murison at the line. He has 8 points here this afternoon. 7 feet 10.5 inches. George.
Nice little drop pass from Dennis. The timing was perfect as MJ come off and knocked it in. He's got 21.
7 for 13 shooting for Michael. Brent Price off the screen by Murison for 3. His 4th tray of the day. 14 for Price. Luke Longley. Working Murison. Oh, nice move, Luke. Started toward the middle, went to the left. Longley with 9 points here. Price gets the step on Kerr, and as he pulled up, he drew contact with a foul.
Michael foul underneath. Oh, actually lost the ball, and when he lost it, Michael committed the foul.
So. Here's what's on tap. We'll be at Skydome, Bulls and the Raptors. Early start time. Don't forget early, a 6 o'clock Central Time start here on WGN. See Damon Stoudemire for what, the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen him. Fast developing into an excellent player in this league. Brent Price picks up his first at the free throw line, and he'll have another. And it's an 8-point lead for Chicago. Price at 16 points. He's played well here this afternoon.
He's headed for a career high. 18 is his season high. 22 career.
Kerr gets baseline, does it nicely.
Pulls the trigger, goes right around the big guy. Got 5. Nice move. The crowd loved it.
Again, you're forced to use the basket almost as a screen with Murison in the lane defensively.
Wallace down low with Rodman.
Gene Wallace, the turnaround. Good looking shot right there for Wallace, who shoots about 51% from the field.
Got his first basket again, Mike.
Jordan the pull-up on Nichols. Michael with 23. 8 of 14 shooting from the field. Price gets baseline. Lays it off for Nichols. Good teamwork there, and the Bullets continue to stay within shouting distance, trailing 55-47.
Brent Price is making some great pressure in.
That goes the steal. Wallace fouled by Kerr. The jam will not count.
They're going to give him 2 shots on the way to the hoop. He will not get the slam. Steve Kerr on the foul, but he will get 2 shots.
They'll call the intentional foul on Kerr, or the breakaway foul. Michael just kind of lost that himself for a steal. There's the hold by Steve Kerr in the breakaway situation. So Wallace get a couple of shots. Bulls want a timeout to talk it over. So we've got a break of the action with 4:52 to go first half. Michael Jordan and company leading by 7.
On the big guy, he reverses it, throws it up with the left hand. Nicely done. So Rashad Wallace will shoot his 2nd free throw. Made the first one. He's got 3 points in the game. Off the rim, around and in.
And the Bulls lead now, down to 6. Washington getting much of its action inside. The Bullets. Big guy, George Murison. Murison has 8 points here.
There's a 3.
Jordan from the outside again.
Rodman
digs
rebound. What a rebound.
Blue collar rebound there. Now Rodman clears to facilitate the offense. Pippen on the drive. Oh, on the back.
3 seconds. Somebody in there. You knew they had to try to get out. Big George causing problems.
Watch this. There it is. Whoa. Rodman. Scotty is met by number 77 and thinks better of it. It was Luke Longley who was caught in the lane a moment ago. Bulls hold a big advantage on the boards. And on the offensive glass as well. Eccles backing Jordan.
Illegal defense.
Wallace came way out to the perimeter and no one was with him. I think the Bulls had some miscommunication defensively. So that's the first illegal defense. Sometimes the illegal defense will come up when a team isn't quite sure who should have whom out on what particular portion of the perimeter. Nice interior feed to Eccles. Blocked by Longley. It'll belong to the Bullets with 15 to go on the shot clock. As a good interior feed from Brent Price, and then Longley wiped out the shot.
Good job. They get the ball inside, and Luke says, I got it here. And he does.
Luke has played well here in the second quarter. 10 to go. On the shot clock, Eccles muscles up a shot, a wild shot. Pippen to Kerr. Kerr allows the offense to set up. Pippen gets a screen from Longley. Good ball rotation to Kerr, who clears for the jumper. 7 for Steve Kerr, and the lead is 57-49. Kerr 3 of 3 from the field. Howard against Pippen. Rodman the rebound. Kerr for 3.
Oh, that thing went in, came out.
Muresan's outlet pass to Price. On the drive, and it's stripped away by Pippen. Ahead to Michael. Michael for 2.
So that exchange
25 already for Jordan.
was very exciting, but they come out of it with no points. The Bulls hit the J.
10-point lead again for the Bulls. Under 3 minutes to go. First half. Murasan. Georgie again.
Oh, he's fun to watch, isn't he? You can't block him out.
George looking for help. Luke on the perimeter. Scotty Pippen. Rodman rebounds to the offensive glass. Jordan on the drive. Dennis on the rebound, gets Jordan a jumper. Rasheed Wallace finally retrieves for the Bullets. Brent Price in transition.
He'll shoot the 3. Hey, he's that right.
Howard. Oh, beautiful move there. Blocked by Longley, but a foul. Well, I tell you, we saw Jordan with a creative move on one end. We see Wallace, or rather Juwan Howard on the other end. Take a look at it. Resourceful Michael Jordan.
Yeah. He was up, tries it. He thought he drew the foul, and Rodman grabbed the rebound, and after a little miss here, comes down. Howard makes the good move.
Wallace to Brent Price, and then Juwan Howard drew the foul on the drive. Howard puts in on his first. Let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Juwan makes good on a pair. He has 10 points, but wait a minute.
No free throw. Violation, yeah. Violation. In the lanes and quickly.
The Bullets gives you the violation. Jim Lanham's been frustrated with the calls. McIlvain comes in, replacing Murasan.
You got it less than 2 minutes to play here, so they need a little more active player.
Michael Jordan. McIlvain got a piece of that. Pretty big piece. Pippen on the drive, and it's stripped and a foul.
Michael thought he was in for he got hammered going in for that dunk, but let's see what happened.
McIlvain apparently got the ball.
Yeah, I guess he got the good ball.
Brent Price picked up the foul a moment ago as Scotty Pippen made his move. It's the second on Brent Price. First in the last 2 minutes on the Bullets, but a shooting affair nonetheless. Scotty's made all 3 of his free throws. Downtown! 17 for Pippen here in this first half. McIlvaine slipped and
Hold
fell.
on. 5 second delay. Listen.
George. He said, Joey Crawford said it was my fault
That he didn't ask the guy to wipe it up. Dennis Rodman thought that was.
Watch this.
McIlvaine comes over and it's slick there, and it was not McIlvaine's fault, and it's up to Joey made the right call. Look at Rod. Rodman is just having a ball with Joey.
McIlvaine clears to Curry in the ball game for the first time this afternoon for Washington. Price to Howard, right down the lane. Rodman clears. Kerr with Jordan ahead.
Take that three, Steve. Measure it. Yes, he did. 10 points in this quarter for Steve.
The bench playing meaningful minutes and a pretty good role here in this ball game thus far.
We talked about Dennis with no rebounds first quarter. What's he got, 9?
Yep. Actually 10. Wallace from the outside connects for 2. 6 for Rasheed Wallace. Under a minute to go. We are second quarter, first half. Jordan.
No foul on that. They can't figure it out.
Michael, a wary look toward the officials. Wallace on the jam.
Beautiful play by Wallace going down the middle, getting the pass. The Bulls upset it, no call. And they creep up. No, Phil wants a 20-second timeout.
Yeah, the lead has been sliced to 64-56. 38.9 left to go in this first half of play. Take a look at the last play.
Good pass through. They didn't get back, and Wallace goes up, hammers the ball, and he gives it the old college yell.
Yes. It's a young, emotional Washington Bullets team here this afternoon. Our next telecast coming up Thursday night. We'll be at Sky Dome. Don't forget that early start time, 6 o'clock Central Time on WGN, the Bulls and the Raptors. The 22nd timeout taken by the Bulls. Phil Jackson with the members of his team are in the ball game at the moment.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the Bulls take a quick one here and try to get the last shot of the quarter.
What's next for this Washington team? They are going to change the nickname from Bullets to going back to Packers or Zephyrs. Well, what's it going to be?
Yeah, Abe Collins says that Bullets just indicates a bad feeling, and he's against the crime, the guns.
Scottie Pippen. Oh, nice move here. Steve Kerr had it knocked away. No foul. Red Price on the run. At the arc. Curry for 3. That time. Wallace working the board.
Wallace doing a great job. He's got all 10 of his points here in this quarter, and the Bulls will end up with the last shot.
No shot clock. Final seconds ticking away. Second quarter. The Chicago lead is 6. Pippen goes to work over Howard. McIlvaine the rebound. Time winding down, and they're not going to get a shot away. The Washington Bullets on a 6-0 run in the last 69 seconds of the second quarter earn a standing ovation from their crowd, and Steve Kerr a bit frustrated, although he had a very good second quarter. 10 points, 4 of 5 from the field, and 3 assists for Steve Kerr. As we reach halftime, the Bulls have a 64-58 advantage. Coming up after the station break, Bill Weir in the WGN Sports Halftime Report. Great things. We saw some not so great things in that first half. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr. Good to have you with us on this holiday Monday afternoon. And Red, we did have some highlights, that's for sure.
Yes, we did. One starting with Michael. Watch this play as he'll go like he's going to go around George Murison, and he comes down through the middle, up over Juwan Howard, slams that ball in. Nicely done. Scottie Pippen, defensive player. Watch this. He's going to force the steal here. Dickie Simpkins gets it, fires it down. Now, Pip will get picked up by a smaller man, but he goes right over Legler and puts the ball in. Brent Price was outstanding in that first half, and he came off of a couple screens to do it. Big Georgie gives him a nice screen. He collects behind it, looks straight up the basket, and boom, knocks that three in. Their rookie got a nice play here. Rasheed Wallace gets a pass from Price. He goes on in, stuffs it, and does he like it? Yes. Tell me how much you like it. He's telling everybody how much he likes it. Well, there's Dennis Rodman on a play. He's going to grab the rebound. He's got 10 in the first half. He got them all in the second quarter. He fires it out to Steve Kerr. Kerr comes down to put the pressure on the Bullets. And how do you do that? You stop for the three. And Steve had a nice quarter, 10 points in that quarter.
The numbers in the first half of play, the Bullets shot very well. They just didn't get as many shots as the Bulls did. The Bulls had 51 shots to Washington's 42. And the big difference, of course, the three-point field goal shooting for the Bulls. They had an advantage there. Montgomery Ward leading scorers. Steve Kerr had gotten 5 shots or fewer in 4 of the last 7 games. Well, in this first half, he's 4 of 5 from the field of the second quarter, 1 of 2 from three-point land to help support Pippen and Jordan with double-digit scoring for the Bulls. Start of the second half, third quarter here at US Air Arena in Landover, Maryland. Washington Bullets on the attack. Price. And left court. Howard beats Murasan off the glass. Jordan Murasan has 12 points. The Bullets trail by just 4. Biggest lead for the Bulls, 12 points in the second quarter. A pass from Harper off the mark as Scotty was breaking toward the baseline. The pass thrown more toward the midcourt stripe. The turnover by the Bulls is number 9. Brent Price looking to get it started here for the Bullets. Murasan down low.
Georgie got that great touch.
Bullets on a 10-0 run, right? They've cut the deficit down to 2. Opening minute gone by, third quarter.
He leaned over the top, tipped that ball, and picks up his third foul.
Murasan's third, first on the team. So Georgie will have to be careful here. And, of course, the Bulls will try to maybe go in against him a little bit more often. Luke Longley pops up. How to hit that shot. Brent Price. Howard on the block against Rodman. Rebound Longley. Michael Jordan takes it across. Bulls lead by just 2. A minute and a half gone by in the third quarter. Harper on the drive. Wallace may have gotten a piece of it. Brent Price. Juwan Howard. And he was bumped on the play. Foul coming up against the Bulls. Luke with his third. Take a look at the 4 upcoming games. Philadelphia tomorrow night. We'll have that game from Toronto. Then Sunday against Detroit. And Tuesday, the New York Knicks. So the schedule heats up now for the Bulls here in the next week or so. Juwan Howard makes his first and can tie the game with his second.
Well, they open it up here with a 5-point run. And a chance to tie it, as you mentioned, with the second free throw.
The Bullets did hold a lead, 11-7 in the first quarter, but now they are tied for the first time since the Bulls have taken over. Crowd gets behind the home team. Jordan with a dagger. 27 for Michael. It's a little dagger to sit everybody down, right? Quiet the crowd. Price. Gets the ring. 18 for Brent Price. Tied at 66 as Jordan made his move. Liddell Echols called for the foul. His third, second on the team. Pippen, Harper, Jordan, Longley, and Rodman on the floor for the Bulls. The Bullets counter with Price, Murasan, and Jordan up and firing again. Liddell Eccles, Juwan Howard, and Rasheed Wallace. Eccles, no. Wallace on a loose ball foul. Had to be. He's taking Pippen down. That's the third on Rasheed Wallace. So foul trouble now, creeping up on the Bullets. Eccles, Wallace, and Murison all with 3 personal fouls early in the third. The game tied at 66. This is Harper, watched by Price. Nice interior feed at Jordan, right through the hands of Rodman on that in-close pass.
Delay a game.
Yep. Dennis flipped it to a man sitting in the front row. The guy wasn't too happy about it either, right? Dennis spilled his popcorn.
Today's prices of popcorn. You can't afford that.
Jordan misdirects the interior feed. Price gets it back for 3.
Mark Price, 21 points. He's got 5 threes. He surpasses his season high of 18 and career high of 22 is just sitting there waiting for him.
Price 7 of 8 from the field, 5 of 6 from the arc. Pippen.
Over Big George.
19 for Scotty. Howard right back for the Bullets, and he backs out on the dribble. Wallace gets position.
Wallace with 12 now, doing a nice job getting that down low position.
The Bullets by 3. Pip for 3. Harris on the rebound. Now this young Washington team with each possession believing more and more it can stay with and maybe beat this Chicago club. Price to Wallace, a little chip shot.
Wallace really heating up here. He had no points in the first quarter. He's got 14 now.
Biggest lead of the afternoon for the Bullets at 73-68. Michael finds Harper. Ron Harper off the baseline. The Bulls trail by 3.
The Bulls have had real good quarters in the third quarter as of late. Now they start out very slowly.
Lots of time to go in this third quarter, though. Better than 7.5 minutes. Pippen comes over to defend Howard. Juwan Howard had it knocked away by Scotty. 5 seconds to go now on the shot clock for the Bullets.
Timeout.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Lynam wants to take a timeout here to set up a play with 5 to go on this possession. Standing ovation and well-deserved for this Washington team. Undermanned, injury-riddled, yet leading the best team in the NBA. Talented, all of those adjectives describe Rasheed Wallace. Watch him here on the defensive end.
Goes up, makes the block. Nice job. Then they come down the other end, and he gets a little better position on Dennis Rodman. Goes up and hammers it down. Nice.
There's the emotion. Jordan with the quick hands, knocks it away from Brett Price, and now 3 seconds to go on this possession for the Bullets. Juwan Howard will trigger on the inbounds. Take a look at the shooting in this third quarter. Washington red hot out of the gate. Start of the second half. Liddell Eccles has to get it off in a hurry. Shot clock violation.
Good defense that time by the Bulls. Forced him out of bounds with it and then a violation.
Bullets shot 48% of the first quarter. They've been 66% from the field since. Scottie Pippen over Murison. Pippen for 2. He has 21. And the Bulls trail by just 1. Brent Price certainly has garnered the attention of Michael Jordan. Murison down low. Harper from behind triggered it loose. Jordan to Harper to Scottie Pippen. Howard takes the foul. Juwan Howard, second personal. 4 on the team already here with almost 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Harper comes from behind the big guy. Nice job. They weren't expecting him. He taps it out. Jordan gets the play, and then down to Pip. Pip goes in, takes the play.
There's Ron Harper. Averages almost 2 steals a game. Pippen puts in on his first 11 others. Another fine performance for Pippen.
there, but didn't need to. It was perfect.
Scotty hasn't missed from the free throw line. 6 for 6 here this afternoon. The Bulls recapture the lead by 1. Here's Don. Oh, Pippen almost had a steal there. Bullets now have their offense way out on the perimeter. 7 to go on the shot clock now. They aren't even into the set yet. Yorasan
makes the basket. A rainmaker for Georgie, 16.
You know, when all breaks down, throw it to the 7-7 guy. Luke Longley on the drive has it blocked. Echols to Price. Howard, good position up, Pippen down low, and the foul coming up. Scottie Pippen picks it up, his second personal. First on the team in this third quarter.
Scotty just saying to Luke, he said, just go up and hammer that ball down. Don't be going laying it up. Take a look at it. He goes in with the shot. Gets it blocked.
That was Wallace who blocked that one. Juwan Howard, 4 of 4 at the free throw line here this afternoon. Had one free throw in the second quarter wiped out by a lane violation on one of his teammates. Howard with 11 points here this afternoon. 1 out of 2 there for Juwan Howard. Scottie Pippen sets the play as he gets it over Ron Harper. Coming up on 6 minutes to go, third quarter.
Legler in on Michael now.
Bullets leading by 2. Pippen finds Longley. There's the chip shot. Luke with the 11th. And he forges the 8th tie of the afternoon of the ball game. That's Price. Watched by Jordan. I'm impressed with the younger Price here today. Howard really battling on the block. Price into the lane and hang on.
Michael.
Got Michael Jordan on the foul. That's the third of Michael, second of the team. Watch the battle royale going on down low.
Physical down there, yes it is. Trying to keep from getting position.
Howard missed on the lob. Jordan comes back for the Bulls. Harper for 3. Rubbed in the putback.
Dennis right there with his first basket. Nicely done. Hart missed a shot, but Dennis was right there.
And the Bulls lead by 2.
Yeah, Bulls take it. Everybody in the Bulls lineup now has got a basket in this quarter.
Harper will stay right with him. Illegal defense coming up against the Bulls. That's their second, so this will give Washington a technical free throw. Tim Legler will go to the line. Legler's 88% from there. And Legler 55% from the arc.
They haven't given him a shot today, have they?
Not yet. Well, actually, 0 for 1.
Must have been less than a 3 then.
Legler. Wallace wide open for 3. Harper rebound. Jordan sets it up. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Harper, nice move around Price. Couldn't finish. Yorasan. Price. Here's Howard.
Delayed whistle.
Yeah, very much so. Jim Clark with the call. Very late whistle.
That's Michael. That's number 4 on him. So that was Phil says, wait a minute, I thought the shot was gone. Everything had happened. Here they go. Down the court. The line goes in. Misses the shot. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Michael's 4th foul.
Maybe Jim Clark swallowed his whistle temporarily and had to cough it up before he could blow on it. 12 for Juwan Howard. He puts in on the free throw. Steve Kerr in for Michael Jordan. 78 apiece for a tie.
Let's see if they get a little tighter defensively in this club.
12 for Howard.
All free throws here this quarter for him.
Luke Longley.
3 seconds, got to be something.
3-second violation against the Bulls, and so the Bulls, who were a little bit sloppy in that first half with 8 turnovers, higher than their normal rate of turnovers, a little bit sloppy here in the second half as well. 3 turnovers already in the second half. Gives them 11 for the game. Pippen overplaying Price is called for the foul, and Scotty picks up his third. 4 on the team.
That's the number 5 on them, so Price will shoot a couple free throws. Price with 21 in the game, and as I mentioned, his career high is 22. There that is.
There it is. His work today is career best. 23 for Mark Price. Or I should say Brent Price. He's playing like Mark Price of old. We have about 4 minutes left to go. Third quarter. Longley. Wallace the rebound. Bullets leading by 3. Price around that screen by Murasan. Legler on the wing. Price inside of Murasan. Hard to stop down low.
Goaltend, I think Scotty went up through the net. That is Murasan with the basket.
Let's see if we can pick this up, Rick.
All right, down they go. Scotty's in to help out. Watch him. He goes up. Yep.
Oh, yeah. So Murasan gets credit for the field goal. He has 18.
Hey, they've thrown some pretty good quarters at the Bulls here. 33 in the second quarter. That outscores the Bulls.
Bullets leading by 5. Scottie Pippen finds Kerr. Kerr's some penetration, threw the ball away, and it was last touch by Washington. Deflected by one of the Bullets. Out of play.
Timeout, Chicago.
Bill Jackson not happy. His ball club has not really been able to pull itself together. Michael Jordan sitting on the bench with 4 personal fouls, and the Bulls trail in the later stages of the third. Become part of the Bulls team by joining the Chicago Bulls fan club, presented by Blockbuster Video. Call the Bulls, 312-455-4000. Brent Price having a career day thus far. You know, Washington is not only missing Weber, Cheney, Robert Pack, Mark Price, but Juwan Howard, their best player on the roster who is healthy and playing here today, is 4 of 14 from the field with just 2 rebounds.
Steve Kerr out of the corner, not there.
Murasan rebounds. The Bulls struggling through this third period. Now have slipped behind by 5 after leading by 6 at the break. They led by 12 early in the second quarter. Price driving against Kerr. Rodman came over to help out. Rebound back tap to Dennis. To Kukoc. Bulls have numbers. Lots of them. Pippen to Tony.
Nicely done on the break. Kukoc gets his second field goal. He's got 5 points. Nice run out to Pippen and Kukoc.
There's 3 minutes to go. Brent Price. Howard. We are third period. Murasan working Longley on the block, trying to get position. Now they go to Georgie. That's a little bit off his mark. He likes to set up closer to the basket than that. That was a good defensive move, positioned by Luke Longley on the play. Now Luke, an open jumper again. Red, I haven't seen him get this many open shots in a long time.
That's a little bit out of his range. The last 2 he's taken, he's fading out way to the corner.
And George's not coming out to get him. Juwan Howard leaves it short. Steve Kerr, Scottie Pippen, and he is held by Juwan Howard. Howard picks up his third. The team is over the limit. Scottie heading to the line. Michael Jordan picked up his 4th personal foul. He's been on the bench much of the later stages of this third quarter. At 25 points at halftime, just 2 here in the third quarter.
16 points in this quarter for the Bulls.
And we had Mark Stensel and Joe Corneo, our graphics people, spend some time putting together a comparison of the Bulls' big third quarters to last year when they used to struggle on a regular basis in the third quarter. There it is. But that not holding up today.
They usually outscore their opponent this year by 3 points, or 5 points almost in this quarter. 24 for Pip now.
Every time you crunch numbers, they go the other way on you in this league. You ever notice that? Numbers are best left uncrunched. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. 2-point Bullets lead. Wallace wants Howard on the block. Kukoc doing a pretty good job of fronting him. Now
Stepped out of bounds.
Real estate stepped down the
Good defense by Dennis. He forced him out. He's trying to make that pass down low to get it to Howard, and forgot where the 94 by 50 stopped.
Is that what it is? Is that the 50 he was running up against?
He was running up against.
Pippen out of the point. Steve Kerr trying to spring free.
There's Luke again. I'll tell you, the big guy's got to be under there for...
Kukoc on the drive, met by Murasan, and the foul coming up on Georgie, I believe, or... No, it's on Legler, not Murasan. Legler, his second personal. Tony heads to the free throw line. Kukoc has made 17 of his last 19 free throw attempts. That's up around 90%.
They dropped 11 for 11 in that last game with Philadelphia. Well, the Bulls have done one thing pretty well. Michael with 4 fouls has not played in this quarter much. He got only 1 basket.
7 for Kukoc. Pressure in the backcourt by the Bulls. Murasan having trouble getting it in, finds Juwan Howard. The Bulls try a little trap. Murasan, Trent Price, pull up for 3. Ring it up.
Yes, sir. He is really hot. 26 points. 6 threes.
3-point lead again for the Bullets. Kerr running off the screen by Dennis Rodman. Picked up by Rasheed Wallace. Now the penetration made, and he was fouled. Brett Price from behind. His third personal foul. So Steve Kerr will be heading to the free throw line. Perhaps the Bulls' best free throw shooter, up around 90%. Doesn't get to the line very often.
Well, I always thought that Winnington was missed only 1 this year.
Well, statistically, he is the best. Yeah, so he really doesn't get there very often at all.
No, like 18 or so.
Yeah, Winnington is 15 of 16 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Kerr is now 17 of 19 on the season. Not talking about the game. What did Tony have 11 the other day?
Yeah. Steve picks up a lot of those from shooting technicals also. Now what's happened here? They're going to wipe up a little spot here on the floor.
We came in here yesterday, Red, for the shoot-around, and they had some towels and some buckets on the floor. And the snow that is on top of this building, the U.S. Air Arena, has been melting, and the condensation coming right through the roof.
Yeah.
There's Juwan Howard. See, watch him woo.
And he was just walking backwards that time.
Yeah. A little patch of ice.
Look,
Howard.
Look at Howard. He does a little everything, doesn't he? Rebounds, shoots. He got down there and mopped it up for the kid.
What a good kid he is.
Yeah. The kid asked him, "Can they sign that towel for him?"
Yeah. He bounds to Wallace as they break the pressure. Coming up in a minute left to go in the third. Been a good ball game here in the second half with the Bullets leading by 1. Bulls have struggled, but Legler for 3. Murasan walls off Longley for the rebound.
Well, you get the league leader to miss in a 3-pointer and comes right back out again.
Price penetrates. There's Legler again for 3.
There it is. A guy that shoots 50%, you don't give him 2 shots at it. And now Price and Legler combine for 3.
The lead is 4 for the Bullets. Rodman to Kerr. Nice up and under move by Steve Kerr. Had to bank that shot to keep it away from Murasan. Kukoc won it away by Murasan.
Bulls got a new 24. I don't know if they should have got that, but they did.
You're exactly right. They should not have gotten a new 24. About a half-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Bulls going to hold for 1 last. Winding down the third. Pippen goes to work. Longley hits the long jumper for 2.
Right at the buzzer. Luke's got 13.
So we head to the fourth quarter. Standing ovation again for the underman Washington Bullets. Nuggets into a 2-point lead as we February 26th when the Bulls battle the Miami Heat. It's Dunkin' Donuts Thermal Mug Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls thermal mug, compliments of Dunkin' Donuts. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr, Skip Ellison is our producer-director. Joe Corneo, Mark Stenzel assisting in the truck. Michael Jordan spent much of the third quarter on the bench with 4 personal fouls, and he checks back in. The Bulls are trailing as we head to the fourth, 89-87.
Basically because Brent Price is 6 for 6 from three-point land.
On this 7-game winning streak, the Bulls have been outscoring their opponents by 21 points per game. Much tighter affair here this afternoon. Who goes to Jordan, Mike up and firing. Nothing but net.
Down on the seat of his pants, but he's got 29 to open up the fourth quarter to tie it up. Trying to tie his shoe.
Howard out front. Here's Legler, watched by Kerr. 7 to go on the shot clock. Legler trying to get free. McElvain forces a shot, and Tony Kukoc for 3. McElvain goes down hard. Kukoc on the move. Kerr loads for 3. Ring it up.
Big game for Kerr. 15 points, and he's got a couple. You're seeing some of the best three-point shooters right here tonight.
Yeah, this is like the preview of the NBA All-Star Shootout, right? A pass to Butler intended for Howard. Howard unable to clear on the block. To Rodman, and from behind, McElvain denying the interior feed is called for the foul.
Dennis wasn't looking for it, but they bail him out on the play.
First on McElvain, first on the team here in the fourth quarter. Bulls are leading 92-89. Jordan around the screen by Rodman. Loose ball foul coming up against Washington. It's going to be on Mitchell Butler. Butler's first personal, second on the team. That being significant and that it's so early in this fourth quarter. Bullets in team foul trouble with 2. Kerr. Rodman trying to clear on the block. Bumped by Wallace. That's the 3rd team foul already. Wallace picked up his 4th.
All of a sudden, the Bulls, on this possession down here, picked up 3 fouls.
5 up. Play called by Coach Phil Jackson. 5 up. Dennis comes up, see him up on the elbow there.
See if Michael goes down low.
Pippen uses the screen set by the high screen. Jordan fighting against Mitchell Butler to get the ball. Pippen 10 to go on the shot clock. The drive, he jams it home.
No play, I don't think. I think it was McElvain.
McElvain's second personal. 14 fouls already on Washington here in the fourth quarter. We're not even 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
Bob McCann up off the bench. He'll have to come on for McElvain. Murison. Or no, he's coming in for Rasheed Wallace. Look at Michael and Butler right side of your screen. Look at this. A little battle royale going on, as I said. Rodman, another high screen for Pippen. Michael had 25 at halftime. He had 1 field goal in the third quarter and 1 here in the fourth.
Well, the Bulls did what they wanted to do, I would guess, down there in that possession. Still less than, well, you got now 10 minutes left in the game, but they've got 4 fouls.
Butler wanted to get it down low to Howard. Pippen fronted him in the post. Butler clears in the lane. Getting really physical.
Delay a game on White. Yeah. So there's 1 apiece.
Delay a game on Washington. Very physical down low in this game. Got a textbook defense in the post there. From behind, in front, on the back. Drive here.
Yep, and that's on McElvain.
That's his 3rd, and it is the 5th on the team.
It's a slow one. It's a shooting foul, so he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Miller Lite NBA scoreboard. Take a look at it in the fourth quarter. New York leading Milwaukee. Atlanta by 10 over Detroit in the fourth. Sacramento, Minnesota, a little bit later start. Everything else a night game in the NBA. It's Martin Luther King holiday. Lakers will play tonight. Orlando's at Dallas. Houston hosting Utah. Who's coach? Brings up a couple of more at the line. Pressure in the backcourt by the Bulls, and they're serious about it this time. Pippen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you talk about a quick-hitting play. Wow, we got a timeout. Watch this. The pass comes in. It gets tipped. Look at this. It gets tipped right back from Rodman to Scotty and a slam dunker. We got timeout.
Pippen tips to Rodman to Scotty, and the Bulls up by 5.
4-point play, quick hitting play. Tony hits 2 free throws. You see Juwan Howard and Pip. Pip sneaks up on the pass. McElvain throws it in. He taps it to Dennis. Back to Pip. How quick can you score 4 points?
And that was in slow motion, and it looked fast. Bullets again. Pressure in the back.
McElvain down here all alone. Does somebody see him?
No one's seen him. They're hurrying to get him across. And now Butler clears. But again, by the time they cleared, it was 13 to go on the shot clock. Now they're down to 9. Pressure will take its toll here. 5 to go on the shot clock. Legler trying to force it into the steal. Hold by Pippen. Well, the Bulls really turning this game defensively now. Bulls on an 11-2 run. Jordan looking for more. Side of the backboard that time. Michael says it was tipped. But not so, according to the official, Leroy Richardson. It'll be Bullets basketball. Murison is back.
Butler and McElvain leave. Longley's going to get a shot to get back in here, but not quite yet.
Brent Price is back on as well for the Bullets. Price. Here's Juwan Howard. Has not had his jumper here today.
Foul on Juwan.
Yes, it is. A loose ball foul on Juwan Howard as he and Pippen went crashing to the boards. Juwan Howard's 4th personal. And as we mentioned, what is significant about the early foul trouble for the Bullets was that much of their foul problems happened early in this quarter. Now the Bulls, every time a foul is called outside of an offensive foul, be shooting free throws. Pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Scottie Pippen at the line. Luke Longley in. Dennis Rodman out in the Chicago lineup. Liddell Eccles back on, replacing Juwan Howard. Howard a seat on the bench with 4 personal fouls. Dennis Rodman getting a break. Pippen 1 out of 2 at the line. 27 points here this afternoon. Again, the pressure in the backcourt, Red. It's been relentless here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, look at Georgie down. Ooh. Might go to steal. Watch this one. They're on your feet. Oh, look at this crowd. A thrill on ML King afternoon here. A 20-second timeout called. You could sense it. When that ball was intercepted, you look at Michael down, breaking away. The crowd, the sellout of 18,756 on their feet. Mike taps it away, heads the other way. Steve Kerr fires it to him, and they're on their feet here in Washington. Whoa!
This gives the Bulls a 12-2 advantage in this 4th period of play. Michael Jordan used to call that a poster shot. Washington now 16 turnovers, and the points off turnovers, the big statistic when you talk about turnovers, this is it. Chicago 24 now.
What a turnaround. They booed when Michael, they cheered when Michael got his 4th, and then when he got that basket, they just went nuts, didn't they?
Absolutely. That's part of what they came to.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Oh, Washington, 4 turnovers in 7 possessions in this 4th quarter for Washington. The pressure has been so severe on the other end that they haven't seen the open men down floor. That's a push on Luke Longley as they use 2 hands. Luke can't believe the call, but it's his 4th personal. It's only the first on the Bulls here in the 4th, though.
McCann leaves, and Juwan Howard comes back in.
Howard's stint on the bench was short-lived. Murison. Trying to find his block in close. There it is. Where he shoots best. Michael Jordan retrieves. Michael resets the floor. They run a little offense. Triangle on the left.
Michael says, get that big guy away from me.
Kerr finds Jordan wide open.
Flat on that shot.
Juwan Howard rips away the rebound. Again, pressure ever present in the backcourt as Howard moves it across, now sets the play. Brent Price. Bulls are leading by 8. Murasan. Bucket to 6.
Gets everything, all the iron. He's got 20.
Again, he gets it in close, back close. He's very hard to stop. Jordan on the drive. Luke Longley clears to Kerr to Scottie Pippen. Finds Luke down the lane. Denied by Murasan.
Beautiful play by Murasan.
Eccles man in the lane. Offensive foul. Liddell Eccles out of control. Steve Kerr drew the foul. 4th on Liddell Eccles.
They come off of a great play here on the other end. Liddell Eccles then comes down, and Steve Kerr gets in front of the locomotive, takes the foul. Joey calls the offense.
4 on Liddell Eccles, 4 on Juwan Howard, 4 on Rasheed Wallace, and 3 on the big guy Murasan. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Pippen, air ball that time, knocked out of bounds by Kukoc. It'll belong to the Washington Bullets. Scotty hearing it from the crowd. Bulls have forced 5 turnovers already in the 4th quarter. Murasan was held by Luke that time.
His 5th. It's only the 2nd team foul on the Bulls at 6:31.
At the moment, Longley, Pippen, Kukoc, Jordan, and Kerr on the floor for Chicago.
You would think they would want to go down low. Oh, they throw it away. They tried to go down to Juwan Howard, but I thought they might go right back to Murasan, try to get the 6th on Luke and get him out of the game, and they throw the ball away.
And then they tried to force it into Howard. He was unable to clear on the block. Pippen is doing a tremendous job of post defense on Juwan Howard here in this 4th quarter. So Kukoc almost rocked on that pivot foot. Now Tony, right around Wallace. Longley for the chip. Longley gets it back. Tony around Murasan. Luke. I know. Did a foul. Yes, and a count. Oh my!
Those are the ones that scare you when you think they're going to throw. You're going to get a 3-second call. Wallace on the foul. His 5th. Underneath. Watch this. Watch the movement of the ball. Tony gets it. He gets the big guy up in the air, and then he's going to go down. Give it to Luke. Luke finds Michael underneath. Up they go. Wallace on the foul. His 5th. Luke sits down, and Bill Wennington comes in.
Outstanding ball movement in close quarters by the Bulls. Interior passing. Jordan hits on the free throw. He has 34. Bulls lead it 102-93. Price to Howard. And the foul coming up apparently on Wennington. Bill Wennington picks up his first personal, 3rd on the team.
Pip was over saying that was on me. He thought Luke. I mean, that's how smart he is. He knows how many fouls his big center has. He's sitting on the bench now with 5. He thought it was.
All right, Juwan Howard at the free throw line now with 14 points. Make it 15.
Juwan Howard had 4 baskets, 8 points, and then all of a sudden he started to string some free throws.
Juwan has been over 20 points in 21 games this year, including 4 in a row. And he now has 15 points as he makes good on 1 out of 2 at the line. Kukoc clears from Howard. Tony getting the step on Wallace. Pippen at the arc.
Good little early. Is that a little early?
Yeah. Going to work some more time off that clock. We're down to 7 to go on the shot clock. Eccles commits the foul on Jordan. So Liddell Eccles picks up his 5th personal foul. You know, Jimmy Lynam has a short bench as it is due to injuries. So he's got several now. Howard with 4. Eccles with 5 on Wallace. Jordan at the line. Michael Jordan makes good on his first, and he'll have another. Hey, on Tuesday, March 26th, Bulls and Lou Malnati's Pizzeria host Festival's 96th annual dinner and sports memorabilia auction to benefit charitables at the Bulls practice facility. Tickets $175 per person, and give them a call at 312-455-4000 for details. Jordan has 36 as he converts on a pair. The Bulls increase their advantage to 10. Murison on the block over Weddington. Murison 22. Washington within 8.
It's only their third basket this quarter. The Bulls have had some pretty good defense. Split. Oh, we lost it off a split, though.
Howard picks up. Here's Price. Brett Price beats Murison down low off the glass. Nice little interior feed there by Brett Price. Murison a couple of field goals. Murison from Price, and the Bullets closed within 6. Got a timeout on the floor. It's still a ball game. Just under 5 minutes to go. 24th Bulls battle the Grizzlies. Nabisco Jewel basketball card night. First 10,000 fans entering United Center get a Bulls basketball card compliments of Nabisco Jewel. Scottie Pippen has played 40 of the 43 minutes in the game thus far. He and Juwan Howard. Well, Luke Longley out of the perimeter.
As an illegal defense, it was for a minute.
Only 2 coach, 5 to go on the shot clock. They find Jordan with 4 to go on the turnaround. Right in there.
Finds the hoop, 38.
Think about Jordan shooting this season right over 50% from the field. He's had so many shots come in the red zone, so to speak. Time winding down.
Averaged 43 points in the last 2 games.
Juwan Howard. 9 to go on the shot clock now. Washington not really running anything here. Just a pull-up 3 by Eccles that rings in and out. Watch out, Pip. Scottie pulls up and pulls out the offense.
Mike with those big mitts takes the ball, waves it around, and you got Price grabbing him. Now he puts 2 hands on him, so Michael shoots 2 free throws.
Well, the crowd really doesn't like.
Watch this. He throws it, and Price said, where to go?
So Price picks up the foul, his 4th. Jimmy Lynam says, what did he do? I didn't see him put 2 hands on him. Michael at the free throw line. Jordan has scored the last 9 Chicago points, make it 10. 107-98. Take a look at these guys. And Brett Price, in addition to his 26 points today, a career high, has 12 assists in this ball game.
40 for MJ now.
Back-to-back 40-point games. Price on the drive. Luke and a foul.
Luke is gone as Price hangs in there.
Brett Price, 28 points.
There he comes down the lane, sneaks inside, goes on up. Not the kind of foul you want to leave with your 6th on, so they'll sock a little bit and see what happens. Lynam, on the other hand, will see how they attack it.
So the Bulls in what for them has been a struggle of an afternoon. And the undermanned Washington Bullets missing 3 starters due to injury.
Watch this. Steve Kerr's coming in. That will put Dennis Rodman on Murison. I think.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
Let's see what happens.
I don't think they're going to put Tony on Murison.
Jimmy Lynam down to half court, giving directions to his team.
He wants a fresh, I think. Price puts in on the free throw. He has 29 points. Yep, there's pressure in the backcourt. Light pressure, but pressure nonetheless.
Look at where that's illegal defense right now in Georgia.
Rodman finds Michael Jordan. 8 to go on the shot clock for the Bulls.
Georgia's still around her.
Jordan pulls up.
So is Michael. 42. little one-on-one dance. They're just trying to get out of his way.
9-point Chicago lead. Brent Price. Howard wants Murison on the 6'9" Rodman. Juwan Howard. Oh! Rodman the rebound. Boy, the Bulls collapsed very well defensively that time.
Dennis on the block and the rebound. We're under 3 minutes now. Move it. Tony says what?
Gives it up to Pippen, and here's Michael. 7 to go on the shot clock. Jordan shows Liddell Eccles the ball and now puts to the floor and pulls up.
Tony slam down through.
11 for Tony Kukoc. Second off the bench in scoring to Steve Kerr's 15 points. He's trying to work around the screen by Murison. Juwan Howard. Georgie Murison fouled by Rodman. Dennis, his third personal, fourth on the team. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go.
First, nope, that's right. They're going to, it's the fifth. They're in the penalty.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
I guess I miscalculated. I had him for 4, but Murison's at the line, so it must be 5. His first is good. 2:22 to go. The Bulls lead by 10. Murison, all he could do is break even. He has 25 points in the game. And the Bulls again will try to run some clock with each possession. They'd like to get it down around 5 seconds to go on the shot clock if they can. Spread the floor. Murison not really guarding anyone. He's a long way away from Jordan as he drives.
Eccles, we went to fire it in the upper deck. Liddell Eccles picks the foul up, and he's gone.
The second player to foul out here today.
Mike isolates on the side, and he starts to go around, and he already had put the hand up and on his hip.
So Jordan back at the free throw line. He has 42 points. Eccles fouls out. Tim Legler comes back on for Washington. He certainly could use a half dozen or so three-point field goals. The Bulls lead is 10. It could be more by the time Jordan's done at the line. .43 for Jordan. This is a game that, when it's all said and done, Red, this is not one of the performances the Bulls will look to with a great deal of pride and say that was a good performance out there today. But nonetheless, if they get the win, they won't mind as much. 44. This has not been a pretty win for the Bulls.
If they get the win, they'll say it was a good workout.
Yeah.
Dennis all over.
The pressure on the inbound. Washington has 102 points, but understand they had 89 points through 3 quarters. So they only have 13 points here in the fourth quarter. Brent Price penetrated. That one wouldn't fall. Rodman finally clears, hits the test. And hang on. Now Juwan Howard pushes Rodman. And Dennis keeping his cool. Dennis got away from that melee. Watch it. It's just a hard rebounding situation here. Dennis working the boards. It bounced to him. Howard collapses on him. He got hit in the face, did Dennis. Brent Price over the top. Dennis trying to cover it up. Dennis trying to get the ball back. And then Juwan Howard thought he took a shot at his teammate, and he pushed Dennis on the play.
The Bulls took a 20-second timeout here to talk it over a little bit. Calm things off. And
our next telecast coming up on WGN will be Thursday night from Toronto Sky Dome. Bulls and the Raptors. 6 o'clock Central Time start. There's the look at it. It's Bulls basketball. Bulls have out-rebounded Washington 46-26. Rodman with 15 rebounds here this afternoon.
Tony's been a big help in this one. Bringing the ball up, setting it, getting it to the open man.
Michael. Tony Kukoc. 5 to go on the shot clock. Tony tests for 3. At that time, and a foul coming up.
Dennis? No, Michael. Michael's 5th foul.
So Michael with a 5. He has 44 points. Minute 22 to go in the game.
They gave up Bulls an average of 29 points a quarter up until this one.
And again, 13 points is all she's written so far for Washington here in the 4th quarter. Although a pretty good free throw shooter at the line in Tim Legler.
Michael, technical foul on Michael.
Brent Price comes to the free throw line. I missed that, Red. I didn't see what Michael said.
No, watch out. Phil going to question this thing. And
they're talking it over with Jim Clark, the man who teed up Michael.
Dennis, get in here.
Now Legler's at the line to shoot the free throw. What I say about a pretty good free throw shooter. Legler misses his first.
You got the ball now. Play it.
1 out of 2 for Legler. He has 6 points here tonight. 1 3-point field goal here this afternoon, I should say. Coming up on a minute left to go in this one. Bulls leading 114-104. Bulls leading the league in point differential in the NBA at 12.1.
Nobody behind you.
Points per game, margin of victory. 5 to go on the shot clock for Jordan, and he fades away from Price.
Knew where he was. 46. Back-to-back 48 games, maybe. Holy cow.
Juwan Howard. Washington in this quarter. 5 baskets and 6 turnovers here in this 4th quarter.
Dennis Rodman on a push from the back.
His 4th. George Mirasano, the free throw line.
Big Georgie to the line.
The Bullets scored 25 in the 1st quarter, 33 in the 2nd, and 31 points in the 3rd quarter.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Abdul Rauf scored 51 this season, I believe.
Yes,
so Mike would like to get 50. Georgie with 26. Nice job.
Well, obviously in Philadelphia Saturday night, the only reason he didn't get his 50-plus was because he
sat on the bench last quarter, right?
Well, most of it. Until the last 10 minutes of the 4th quarter. 116-106, Bulls by 10. Final minute of play in this 4th quarter. Bulls are going to 31-3. Washington will fall to 18-18, but a gallant effort here today by this undermanned Washington team.
Hit 3 over the top.
Bullets get it back with 28.3 seconds to go. Last time the Bulls gave up 100 was their last loss to Indiana over the course of this 7-game winning streak.
But they're still right about at the differential.
Yep. Wallace. 3 right there for Rasheed Wallace. He has 7. Now they're not at the differential. Steve Kerr ahead to Rodman. Clears to Jordan. Bulls trying to wind it down to the final 10 seconds. And 116-109 is going to be what she writes for tonight's game. So this one is in the books. The Bulls defeat the Bullets. 116-109. Phil Jackson and company head off 2-0 on the swing to the East Coast. Michael Jordan not happy with that technical call by Jim Clark late here in the 4th period of play. Had an extra word or two for the NBA official. The Bulls post the win 116-109 by 7 over the Washington Bullets. Back to wrap it up after these messages.
Celebrate.
Score of the Bulls 116, the Washington Bullets 109. Our AT&T play of the game. Well, take a look at it. The Bulls get things going in the other direction. Michael tips it away. Steve Kerr finds Michael out ahead of the field, and Michael with the jam, and that was a standing O from this Washington crowd. That's part of what they came for. They also came to see Jordan score a lot of points, and they were hopeful their Bullets team could win, and their Bullets team strapped pretty well here today and gave the Bulls a game.
Well, they trailed after the first quarter. They trailed at halftime, but they came out in the third quarter and outscored the Bulls 31-23. Took a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter, and behind some great play by Georgie Murasan and Brent Price, they stayed right in there. But then Michael came back in and just did his job. He didn't play much in the third quarter. He had the fouls. He had to go to the bench, but I thought Dennis Rodman, Scotty, Steve Kerr, I thought they all combined. Luke had a nice game.
Well, you take a look at Pippen and Jordan, though. The stars did shine here today in the shadow of our nation's capital. 46 for Jordan, 27 for Pippen. They combined for 73 of the Bulls' points at our high-flying score once again. Michael Jordan with his second consecutive 40-point performance. And a pretty good shooting night, or afternoon, I should say, from the field. We'll be back to wrap it up from U.S. Air Arena in Landover, Maryland after these messages.